maybe today let's talk about ethics and corporate social responsibilities as stakeholders. And first, maybe we need to talk about the definition of ethics. Business ethics.
I think business ethics is about what is right and what is wrong. So it normally based on moral standards or
what should the company should do and shouldn't do. It's not become about legal, but like fundamentally thoughts.
It's just like our standards. It's a basic moral, not just in a business, but also in individuals. Okay, so maybe next we need to discuss what is the relationship between business ethics and business and societies. So
What is the relation between business ethics and business societies?
yes,
I think
just do you think a business development is based on the business ethics, or they can ignore it?
I think personally, I think business ethics has been like a more powerful topic, and everybody's like talking about it since all about the global warming. I think definitely the public awareness has been risen compared to 10 years ago, and then many more business locally try to put in their ethics values into their product. For example, if you look at L'Oreal Paris, then they launched the Body Shop line, so that in that they're kind of showing what the company believe in, and then you can see there more people also support companies that believe in organic or animal-free testing cosmetics like Lush. So I think I would say ethics and business kind of hold strongly linked together.
But personally, just myself, like if the company focus more on the ethics, it can be reduce the profit. If like you make some how to say like charity or like focus on the environment, it will be like takes more maybe capital to focus on the ethics to meet their customers' needs, but they will reduce the profit.
It's the financial graph for businesses.
Yeah, we need to
make
take a
more
balance
profits.
of
I think that is true, but because of that, I think public appreciate more if the company tries to embrace the values when they launch a product, because still we're kind of capitalistic mind, so we all have a rational thinking, and then we all want to have more profit. So that's why I think it makes ethics such a big debate for consumers' decision to purchase, like whether I should buy, for example, Tesco value eggs for £1, you get 20, or you pay extra more.
So their company promotion really important.
Yeah, I think ethics can be a big talking point for business to become successful.
Yeah, but do you think is it just like the customers really care about the ethics? Because maybe they just need to like get some just lower price, because maybe if some businesses they really care about the ethics, then they just, I think it is no doubt that
It will be
increase
they're
their
linked to
cost.
So it should be like linked to the market segmentation. Yeah, you should like divide the target customers into maybe the first class of social, they maybe more cost on the environment and then maybe ethic, but some low income people they just focus on price of the product. The more lower the better. So the companies need to do a really let's say good segmentation of the customers.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to achieve, but they try though. But I think customers sometimes there's kind of hypocrite people talk about, like Primark. Some people normally say, "Oh, why are you why are you exploiting the labor in other countries?" But but then the customers still continue continue to buy it. So I think Primark would be a good example of these. But yeah, I think it's really hard for them to achieve that. People will appreciate if they try.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you, but yeah, yeah, but just I think some maybe just if some businesses they focus on the ethics, they can get higher reputation and they can attract more and more customers.
Yeah.
So it's just like it can also motivate the employees to work for them because they will just
because you know Cadbury's, the chocolate, they have the green tree, which is the organic line, and actually the whole Cadbury's only like they are fair trade, but normally when you buy the dairy milk, they are not fair trade. But just because one of their line, the green tea, they are focusing on organic and fair trade, so all of the products are allowed to use that, which is I think it's kind of like a big debate when you talk, where when you focus on ethics, people don't really talk about fair trade, and sometimes people argue it's not efficient at all because there's no guideline of how much you should pay them. So yeah, in some ways I think ethics can just be like a airbrushing of what they've been doing. But yeah, I think that is a good point.
okay. So maybe I think let's start the corporate social responsibilities. And I think maybe it's very similar to business ethics. We don't have a clear line or just clear line to
how to divide there?
yeah, how to divide, just to divide them. So maybe just do you have any good idea with the corporate responsibilities? Just some business, any business.
Maybe like if the company have more social responsibility, they will make their products more more healthy. Like in China, in China there are so many products which is like they catch the profit, so they ignore the quality of the products. So they can be really less responsive of social. So they don't they ignore their customers' healthy and something like that. So that's a point.
I think maybe corporate social responsibility is something talking about the action.
Yeah.
So when you focus on ethics, it can be really abstract. Like, yeah, we believe in fair trade, but then what do you actually do, and what you return to the society is more to do. So I think maybe ethics is the philosophy part, whereas the social responsibility is the physical part of what you do. The physical, like what you do in action.
Physical?
Okay. Yeah. So I think maybe just like we have many organizations for charities. And also not just in other countries, but also in England, in UK. Yeah, because I remember that there is a report site just for the organizations, for the charity organizations in UK. They just maybe they just have like let me think, maybe just like less than 60% of their just
revenue should just take less than 60. Oh, that's really.
they just contribute
That's too much. Oh my god.
60% to the society. So others on their revenue, they get them to build their own organizations or some other businesses, because some organizations are started just for
That's really big
businesses.
contribution.
So maybe it's just the dark side of the
Yeah,
for
I
some
think
charities.
you can also think about BBC where they do the children in need. So they kind of give up one day and just contribute all the money from that day to local charities. So in some ways you can say they're returning back to the society by raising awareness of the poverty and the minority group in that society.
Yes, I also come up with example like, do you know like Red Cross? Like
Red Nose?
Yeah, I know
Oh, Red Salvation Army.
Yeah, when there's
Yeah.
a like earthquake in the world and country donate their money to this organization to like maybe survive and like to support the earthquake country, but they just take the money and just
Oh, yeah, I know
they
it.
just take the things away, donate. Yeah,
So yeah, I think
that's a really big
yeah,
news.
they need to be quite careful about how they spend their money because it can become a scandal and once it got spread by the journal and news, then people might stop supporting the organization.
God.
Then
Because if you just some shoes were if some shoes are reported, the society will lost their beliefs
yeah, I
to
think
the charities.
I think they will get a quite big reaction from the
Yeah.
For some people who really need to get help, they cannot get help from this way.
Because I think now people are having a boycott towards Boots because Boots
Sorry?
is Boots
Boots,
is currency, yeah. Because people were kind of debating where they're moving their headquarters to Switzerland, so they're kind of like tax avoidance. So because tax is the contribution of the company to the society, so when they try to afford the tax, so people are saying, oh, I'm not going to buy from Boots anymore because the money I spend is not going to come back to my country. It's just going to flow around the world. So, but yeah, I think so. Like,
I'll never focus on that one.
Yeah, okay, the last draft subject is stakeholders.
Stakeholders.
so everyone who is involved in the business.
Oh yeah.
Community, the managers.
Owners, community, practitioners, customers, governments,
Yeah.
employees.
Communities.
Huh? Yeah, communities. What's more?
They have conflict of
Yeah.
So yeah,
Did you learn it in your class? In your course?
sorry?
Did you learn stakeholders in your course?
Yeah.
You know? You have the same knowledge.
Just
Which part?
just some examples.
Examples? There.
Managers and
Yeah, managers, the directors,
yeah,
and
directors.
they are one part.
So,
Like they want the high income. What's their wants? I forgot the way in the
the managers.
Yeah,
They want
like a hard worker
They want
employees,
bonus.
more control, hard worker employees, and more income. Like owners want more profit in a short term.
lower
Employees.
classes and what? Sorry,
Sorry?
I don't remember. The lower class for the managers.
Managers?
The lower, just the next one.
No.
Next one.
Next one?
Yeah, next one. Managers and what?
Directors?
Yeah, directors.
They are same everything, but the difference like directors can take some shares. Yeah, they can take shares, but the managers they don't have shares.
Yeah.
So
And
in this way, they're kind of owners.
Yeah,
That's
they
share
want more control. They don't want just. They want more free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because need to direct their employees or
Employees.
just and what's in this relates to how did this relate to corporate social responsibility?
Oh my god. Corporate.
I think they're kind of in control of how the business runs. So even media you can classify as stakeholders. So when you talk about Unilever, how they pollute the environment. There's like a protest on YouTube, so people start to sign off petition. So I think in this case, you can see how stakeholder affects the social responsibility.
But actually, I didn't get our second topic. What does it mean of corporation? Corporation,
Corporate social responsibility.
Yeah, what does it mean of corporate? Is it about company or?
It's about how the company works with this public.
But what does it mean of corporate?
Corporate is like
Between company and customers?
Yeah.
Is there any corporate?
So okay, because when you pay money to me, although you expect to give me the whole profit, but you still want me to do something to build a better product for you. But because nowadays, as you said, they spend 60% in their own products, so they don't actually help the environment. So they just try to make up a better like market share instead of thinking about, oh, what can I do for the environment by producing cheap products.
So it's between the customers and
yeah, extra return on
You really get profit.
So it's like I buy your eggs and I wish your chicken would get treated better as you buy cheaper eggs. So I think if I'm right.
I think
is there anything else?
it's just how it relates to social responsibilities.
Also, they can be a part of the social responsibilities.
Yeah, I think they're the voters.
Yeah.
So what's been about the attitudes of the customers, because they're linked with responsibilities. Because obviously stakeholder is the one with the control, but ethics and CSR is sometimes just only value, but you can believe in it, but you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
But stakeholders are the one with the